Avyakt Murli today, 29th of July 2018. Revised date December 25th, 1993. Today,
Christmas.
Sorry, Christmas. The days of the confluence age are days for celebrating in the greatest pleasure of all. Today, the greatest Father is giving congratulations for the greatest day to the greatest children of all. So, greatest day is Christmas. Baba is giving greetings for Christmas to all the children who are even sweeter than the raisins, that is Christmas. Christmas, you know. Christmas means raisins. Right. So, Baba says Christmas and Christmas. So, both with our match. Christmas and Christmas. The greatest days are the days of the confluence age. Bad days have now ended, and it is now the day of happiness of the confluence age, to be celebrated with enthusiasm. So, do you feel that bad days now ended? Feel? Yeah, good. We should feel. Otherwise, you only Baba say what you will see, what you will do. So, no feeling, no experience. So, we should actually feel.
It's true, like when we get into thinking of Baba, nothing else really matters. Like it does, but it doesn't worry.
It doesn't affect much, you can say.
Yeah.
Once we are going to the Baba's remembrance,
Yeah. Slowly.
slowly and gradually it will go.
Yeah.
So good, maybe feel good. Otherwise, suppose even I think that suppose Baba is not there, I might have so many difficulties. You know why difficulty? Difficulty say there is no you can say, change in the accounting.
Yeah.
But I feel more and more you can say pain and so on. Now I understand, okay, this is my karmic account, so karmic will go. Baba is with me, so I'm getting double, you can say flight, double light. One Baba's power, another acceptance power. So I can easily move on all. Otherwise, happy, unhappy in this way, unhappy in that way. No power and no even acceptance. So both fighting for the questions, fighting for the situation. So that is the double. That is the best. Baba's accounting will come. Yeah, Baba tell me this doesn't mean say accounting will not. But you can say 50% accounting will be dissolved because we confess with the Baba. And this is my what I mistake I did in my present life. So 50% effect has gone because we are you can say true with the true Baba. So Baba says 50%. Before 2 days or 3 days, Baba told me if you are accepting everything, half will go. 50%. So only half will go. Yes. So half is there. There also half of half. By acceptance half. 25%. 25% Baba. So everything very easy. Yeah. So sorrow, pain, obstacle, challenge, question, whatever coming, we accept. I was don't put a question mark. Question mark we always you can say long and you can say different way. So Baba said put a full stop. Because everything start with W, when, why, what, where, everything starts with W. So W is not a straightforward. Even question mark is also not straightforward. So Baba said, no question. Try to find out the solution. Don't think why it has come to me only, not to them, only to Baba. It's better not to ask the question, otherwise you will lose your power. Questions is negative or waste, not negative, waste. It is a waste. I am questioning the situation which is coming to me. Though I know that what I have thrown is a blackboard.
Yeah.
Bad karma, it coming to me. I know very well. So Baba says, should not ask the question why. So 50% will go up. 50% Baba said, out of 50%, 50% will go by acceptance, and remaining with the help of Baba, very easy. This is the day when the seed of the tree tells the story of the Kalpa tree. So Baba said, Christmas day is the day when the seed, Shiv Baba, gives the story of the Kalpa tree. On this great day of the confluence age, sparkling, elevated Brahmin souls sparkle at the foundation of the Kalpa tree and make the whole tree sparkle. You found foundation, that picture is there.
Yeah.
The foundation, all Brahmins are sitting there. The lucky and lovely stars make the tree extremely beautiful. You know, they also in the Christianity, they put instead of leaves, they are putting all these lamps, all you can say, birds, right?
Birds, yeah.
They all are the souls. And they are also showing the angels also around the hanging on the tree.
Yeah.
You know, the tree is complete. And they're putting on the top the big lamp.
Yes.
But they don't know. We don't know. Baba clarified.
Interesting. You never
Yeah. You know, one on the way top,
The
then the-
angel at the top.
yeah, and angels on the side and around.
Yeah.
So Baba clarifies everything. And you can say lamps, each, you can say leaves, and there are so many lamps, small. So lamp is a remembrance of the souls. Some souls are very powerful, some souls are medium, some souls are low. So different kinds of lamps, not all lamps are same. On the top, big lamp, that is the Supreme God Father. Angels are moving, that is the remembrance of our final karma stage. So Baba clarifies everything here. The lucky and lovely stars make the tree extremely beautiful. The living, sparkling stars are the decoration of the tree. So we are the living, sparkling stars. Sparkling white and light angels make the tree sparkle. So some angels are also there showing around. People decorate a Christmas tree for this day as a memorial of this. So why people are decorating? Memorial. In Hinduism, we believe in the kalpatri. Kalpatri means whatever I think or whatever I imagine, immediately I got ready. That's kalpana. Kalpatri means according to my kalpana. Kalpana is my thoughts. Kalpa means kalpana. Kalp means cycle to kalp, whole kalp, 5,000 years. Kalpa for kalpana means my thoughts. Because Shiva Baba comes, when he comes, when there is a time to come. And he has a thought that I should go and create a new world for my children. So that is called thought. Actually we say, Brahma ne sankalp se Brahma ne srishti rachi. Brahma created the whole world by his thought. Actually not Brahma. Shiva Baba came in the body of Brahma and he creates the whole world. Not Brahma. But we can't see the Shiva Baba, so we presume that Brahma has created the world. Baba said no, Brahma is a medium of me to pass on the message. During this great day of the confluence of celebrating the festival with enthusiasm, you change the night into day. So what do we do? You change night into day. You transform darkness into light. So night into day with the help of what? With the help of knowledge. Light means knowledge. So we are doing in physical world, physical lights. Everywhere, wherever you go, so many big Christmas tree they are decorating with light. Baba said the light of knowledge, not the physical. Baba gives the knowledge the power, and with the help of knowledge power, you are sparking the whole. The Brahmin family meets on this great day and eats food for the soul, Brahma Bhojan, with a lot of love. So on specific day, we all start. Every time, Baba definitely comes generally on the 31st, not on the 5th. Initially, he was coming both the Christmas day as well as you can say New Year. He was New Year. 4th day Baba. But now I think Baba is not coming on Christmas. It only coming one, that is the 31st. Initially, when we came in the North, Baba, every Christmas Baba was doing. That is sure. Christmas and you can say New Year. Two Baba, Diwali, Christmas, and Shivaratri, then you can say what we say kite flying, 14 January, Easter, even kite flying. No, we are doing 14 January, it will be a fixed day. So we are flying a kite.
Yeah.
I forgot the day. But they also Rama. So every festival Baba to commemorate because system start from here. Whatever we are doing in devotion, everything Baba started at the consequences. But we are doing in a subtle way that everything they are doing in a physical way. We were doing everything physical. Baba start from here. Baba said, if I am not commemorating on this confluence, we may not be remembered the same. So Baba starting all the festivals here.
So everything that being done here is a memorial of
Yeah, memorial.
memorial of
Memorial in what? Devotion.
devotion.
Not only Hinduism, all members, all
Yes,
religions.
yeah.
For Christmas, so it goes to Christmas. New Year, it goes to Christmas. So even suppose Diwali, why Baba celebrates? Because after Diwali, there is a new Hindu year.
Yeah.
It starts from 111. We always celebrate that year. Some people celebrate different years. It means after 6 days. These Tamil people, they are not celebrating the same thing. We in Gujarat and Maharashtra, we are celebrating the next day of Diwali as in
It's a new year.
because Diwali is at the last day of Asom. Asom, I don't know what you call it. Asomas, I don't know. 12 months are there in Hindu calendar. Kartika, Maksira, something like that. I don't know. You put the Hindu calendar in the things, so it will come. Kartik, Maksar, Pos, Maha, Phagan, Chaitra, Vishal, Jeta, Sasavan, Bhadaro, As, 12 months. Whole cycle. Okay. So in 12 months, the year change is on the Kartik first. That is after the day of Diwali. Diwali is the last day of the year. Whole calendar will be changed. So we have 2000, I think 71 or 72. As for Hindu calendar. They have a 2000 and we have now 18,
Yeah.
but we have 72. So we have difference of so many years in between Hindu and Christian calendar. Suppose you put on the internet, they will indicate.
Why is like that?
Because we started earlier, because Christ came late.
Okay.
Christ came late, after so many years. We know that it came after 3,000 years of the initial cycle, before 2,000 years.
Yeah.
So they started accordingly, we started our Hindu calendar as per our Shiva Pujan. So Vikramaditya came established the same thing. So we started after that, not after that, but we are preceding some years because this of the difference. Christ came late, we started early. So our year is different than what they are celebrating. Actually, suppose you go before, you can say the rule of European in India, we were totally following Hindu. Totally. These people have replaced the same thing. Otherwise, our days where, they suppose they find out so many things. Yes, they can't change the date. They can't change so many things. Suppose zero is a big research done by the Hindu. All the numbers, they didn't make any research. Even suppose they say Newton gravitational force, it was already there. It doesn't know before Newton, it was not there. Gravitational force was there. It was recognized by the Newton. That was the only difference. And here you can say, but suppose you go in detail, in our mathematics, it is already there. It is indicated. What they've indicated, all these orbits and so many planets, everything is there in our one of the Vedas. Everything. What they invented so many years, so much money they have spent behind that, everything is in our one of the Vedas. Everything what they are doing. Scientifically. There's a horoscope. How it is a horoscope? Horoscope effect of the planet on soul. Soul means on body. Body is made of 5 elements, and you can say everything is run by different planets. So they are in horoscope. What they are doing? They are putting a effect of planet on particular birth. But it is a pure science.
Yeah.
So they don't know. They now believe, but initially they were not doing anything in horoscope too. We do as per name and everything for horoscope.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know, but they believe. Now they believe that something is there. So our science was the ancient science. That's the reason Baba said, you are the ancestors of all this religion. Why? Because Ibrahim, Christ, they all came from Hinduism or deities. Deities converted into Hindu, and from the one Hindu, body becomes the soul of the Ibrahim entered. He was a Hindu, he was not a previously Muslim or Islam. Because nobody knows what is Islam is there. So soul of the, you can say Ibrahim entered in one of the, you can say, body who was a Hindu body, and then slowly after some time Islam started. Then suppose Buddha came in before you can say 2250 years. So either you can say it was Hindu only. One soul of the Buddha entered in the body of Hindu, and he given a knowledge of Buddhism. Same way when you can say Christ came. So maybe you can say Islam, or maybe we don't know what soul is. Soul maybe his body may be of Islam, or you can say Buddhist or Hindu. And some soul came from the top and entering their body, and again named themselves after some time as a Christians. So original forefather was only one. So Baba said, you are ancestor souls. So we are the only soul in the old covenant. So Baba explained this here too. The Brahmin family meets on this great day and eats food for the soul, Brahma Bhojan, with a lot of love. This is why, as a memorial, families all get together and eat, drink, and celebrate with the pleasure. So same system is transformed from here to there in devotion. Out of the whole cycle, the day and age to celebrate with pleasure is the confluence age. And you can celebrate with pleasure to your heart's content as much as you want at this confluence age. The intoxication of the nectar of knowledge makes you become absorbed in love. So Baba says, intoxicate, that are with pure love for Baba. They are absorbed in the love of Baba. So that was the main, you can say, message for all what Christ told. Love thy neighbor. Love is God. Because there was big fighting between neighbors. Big fighting between the community. So he given the message of the God that love is the God. Don't fight in between. That is the main message of the Lord Christ. People especially experience the spiritual intoxication on a great day. At the Brahma Muhurat of the confluence age, at Amrit Bela, you opened your eyes to your elevated birth, and what did you receive? So Baba said Brahma Muhurat of the confluence age. So confluence age, that is between the iron age and golden age, it is just like a, you can say, nectar of the everyday. 4 to 4:45 or 2 to 4:45, we consider as Amrit Bela, isn't it? So Baba said, what is the Amrit Bela for whole cycle? Confluence is the Amrit Bela for the whole cycle. Because at that time, Shiva Baba is coming on this earth. And he is the real knowledge to transform from to iron age to golden age. So that is the nectar time, just like what we have nectar time. For each day, there is a nectar time for the whole cycle.
So what is Brahma Muhurat?
Brahma Muhurat means Amrit Bela. That is from 2 to 4:45. 2 to 4:45. Generally, we believe as per you can say our time, we say 4 to 4:45.
Yeah.
But Baba sometimes say, if you are waking up, people like old like me, I wake up sometime 2, sometime 3. So we don't go to sleep. Because suppose you go to sleep, then sleep. We miss. So I have a problem of this thing was allergy. So always sometime I'm sneezing during night time. So about 2, 3. So I know if I go to the sleep again, I'll miss them. So between suppose I see the watch. So 2 o'clock, continue. 1 hour, 45 minutes, 1 hour, 1.5 hours, whatever. Till I get the sleep again, I will go. Because I know suppose I am in between there is distance of the sleep. And if I am going to sleep again, then long sleep again. Cycle. Because there is a, you can say, science. Every 2 hours there is the cycle of the sleep. Suppose you are sleeping at 10, so 12 you are finishing your 1 cycle. 12 you are finishing your 2nd cycle. 2 approximately 2 hour cycle. If suppose you are disturbed in between, you will feel, you can say, like tired. So suppose you are waking up at 2 or around that, this is sleeping over. No need. So you will not get automatically sleep. It is automatic. 1 cycle over, okay, if you are good, you will not get sleep. Then after some time. 2nd cycle, you will get a long time because your body gets the sufficient rest. Science has proved those people who go to the sleep at 10 o'clock, they are the most happy people. They have proved scientifically. Those people who go to the sleep at 10 and waking up at 6 or 4, all two, they everything get in the research. They get the more hormones of the happiness. Dopamine somehow. Really. He is making a noise now. So Baba says, dopamine. Dopamine is a hormone of happiness. So they are measuring the level of dopamine in the body. How they find out you are happy? They are measuring the level of dopamine. 4 hormones are there, which is very, very useful to the body. So science measures the level of the hormone to find out. So from there, they measure the, you can say, level of the hormones who are sleeping at 8, who are sleeping at 10, who are sleeping at 12, who are sleeping at 2, who are sleeping at different conditions. And they found that the most efficient time to get the more happiness if you are sleeping at 10. They also everything official. They make a research and they find out this is because they know that they now you can say what's the brain neurologist. Neurologists know everything about the brain, so they are measuring the brain each and every aspect. So they measure they know 4 hormones are there which gives happiness to the human being. Sometimes what they doing, they are giving injection of the this hormone and they measure whether you are feel happy or not. They find out you feel happy. So means that is the only hormones which is you can say basic requirement for happiness. Suppose I get a car, new car. So I am more happy, means that level of the hormone will increase in the body. So they measure. So by that measuring the hormone level, they found the people who are sleeping at 10, around 10, they are the most happy person. That's the reason Baba said 10 to 2 sufficient. But not for the younger, very young.
No, but I've been practicing waking up under the.
That's okay, but what I mean to say, 10 to 2 not for you. Because no, young body require more sleep, naturally. They are more active as compared to me and natural. They are more active. The level of activeness is more as compared to old ones. We are going slowly down, not as much as active as they are. We cannot, you can say, we cannot have efficiency what young people have. So because of their more productivity, more efficiency, more effectiveness, they are tired. So for that's the reason Baba said 10 to 4, 6 hours, not 10 to 2. So suppose we are making for 2, for cycle 10 to 12, 10 to 2, 10 to 4, 10 to 6, 10 to 8, almost 2 hours approximately, 2 hours cycle. So if you go, somebody has a habit 10 to 8, they are very happy person of the world. They don't like to wake up. My daughter-in-law, she always love to sleep more. I was lazy. He said, no, Baba, I have a habit. From beginning of the life, not right now, in the habit. So 10 o'clock, so she go 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock. She don't like to, you can say, wake up. She said, I like to wake up at around 8 o'clock. It's irrespective of time I go to sleep. So some people have a habit. But what was the best official time? 10 to. If you are, so young people who have required 8 hours of sleep, what they will do? Either they take the rest at noon time, around 12 o'clock after lunch, or some people are going after Amritdhana meditation. But in the Madhuban, suppose you go to the Madhuban, so every daily routine life is, you can say they are sleeping at 10, they are waking at 3:30 to 4. Then there is a meditation, then continuous classes. But they are getting a rest of 2 hours in the noon time, after lunch. There is official casually see 12:30 or 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 4, rest is indicated. Self-study and rest. So people read the Murli, they go to sleep for 1 to 2 hours, so they can get up early in the morning. Official.
Is that the same for Peace Village? Same
Almost. Yeah. Oh, yeah, same.
So you get up at 4.
Yeah. That is 4 is everywhere. Even not for me and you, even the people who are coming for the retreat, who are not coming in Shiva Baba's knowledge, they are also for them also 4 hours. They are also time. Some people come, some people may not come, but central staff, retreat center will start at 4. Yeah, because some people are living permanently there. Because they have to maintain, I think we have a land of about 250 acres of land. It is a big place we have.
In Peace Village.
Yeah, Peace Village. 250
So
acres.
They live there. They live there.
Yeah, and we have facilitated about 200 people live together, so we have to maintain everything.
200 people
People, yeah.
to maintain it?
No, 200 people can live there.
Or can live there?
So that's a big facility there.
Yes.
So they have to maintain the facility.
Yeah.
At least 8 to 10 people has to live there.
So they get up.
So every day there are 8 to 10 people, 12 people who are living there.
Yeah.
Every day the routine is like 4 o'clock, wake up, home, meditation. So every day it is done.
It's same.
You have gone through the website?
Yeah.
Gone through?
Yeah, we did. I saw the pictures, but I didn't find anywhere with details.
No, you go to detail. There is a calendar, whole year calendar.
Oh, there's a calendar?
Yeah, whole year. Whole
Okay.
year. I think they are loading in every November or December the whole year.
Okay, I have to look for
No,
it.
you look at really very good programs here. Every Saturday, Sunday, there is some retreat is there, some program. People are coming all over USA and Canada. Suppose we are going every August.
Yeah.
So all different people, California, they have different times to come to the PCA.
They're coming in August, like when we go. No,
Uh, Different time. I think some people are, last time some people, I don't know this time, last time some people came from the, I don't know which part of the US, when they came, some people went there. So what I meant to say, even suppose no program is there, they have a program for the New York people who are not non-BTs. Suppose for example, mind management, something like that.
Oh, okay.
As for example, or stress management,
Yeah.
or you can say positive thinking. Good program you go through. Really interesting program there. So what they have to do, even suppose we wanted to go from here, we can go. They have to register online.
Okay.
The form is there. So specifically it is for non-BK all programs. So that anybody can go and participate. Every Saturday, Sunday there is some program. No program is there, there is a special program for the New York people. New York is a big city.
Yeah.
It is very near to New York. Hardly, I think not about 2 hours drive from New York, on the other side, Canada side. And we have big facility. Even during the day, also during our you can say retreat, you can go. We have you can say big land there. So there is a mountain is there. You can go on that place and you can move around. There is a big forest-like thing out there. Good things. We are owning the whole property. So good facility. Even nearby there is last time, I don't know, last or before that, once we gone to the one, you can say not river, one stream is flowing nearby.
Yeah.
So we have gone by walk the stream. Very good stream.
I think I saw pictures.
Yeah, very good.
On the internet.
No, that is inside we have. Inside also we have. Inside we have. We have a big lake inside. So water is coming in lake and going out of that lake. Very good facility. We have, you can sometime, you can say, or lotus, there's so many things in there. Just opposite to our classroom. No, just opposite our kitchen. And around the lake there is residential facility.
People living there.
Where we are living in a different village. Good facility. That's the reason they were asking for the age and all these things. Some people can't move, so they will not be even in the first floor, in the second floor.
Yeah.
And some people who are a problem, they can be far away from the kitchen and our classes. So they can come very easily near me.
Yes.
Some people like young, like you, I have no problem for the knee. So we be given some hard.
Yeah.
We can walk, no?
Yeah.
So the knee problem they can't walk. So therefore the reason they're asking for the age, any special facilities or require near to the classroom or far.
Okay.
Any knee problem, they were asking the same thing. That already done. A lot, big area.
Yeah.
So sometimes far away we have to come. So Baba says, Brahm Murat of the confluences at Amrit Vela, you open your eyes to your elevated birth, and what did you receive, Baba? What did you receive? How many gifts did you receive? You opened your eyes and you saw the old Baba. Isn't it? Old Baba, Brahma Baba. So that is remembrance is Santa Claus. Brahma Baba is remembrance Santa Claus. Why they are Santa? Why they Santa? Santa means Shanti. Santa Claus, Santa came from Shanti, Om Shanti.
This is just like a whole different. I don't know. Like
Santa Claus means Shanti. From it came Santa. Because Shanti is looks like a female name, and he is a male, so they cannot be Santa. Shanti. Shanti, generally some sister in the name of Shanti, Shanti Ben. We say Shanti Ben. In our culture, there is the name of Shanti, Shanti Ben. We say sister Shanti. But why they see male body, so they cannot say Shanti because they say sister name. They say Shanta. Same thing. See, white body, white clothes, and he has a red cap. Why? Shiva Baba was there, red.
He was a red.
Shiva was red, yeah? So Shiva, we always have a red, red cap. So Shiva Baba is in Brahma Baba, so it is a remembrance of Shanta. Pure remembrance of Shiva Baba. You can see here only. You have to compare only, nothing else. Yeah, so that is it's coming here, I think, somewhere.
Can you say that? It's amazing.
Yeah, amazing, really amazing. Baba can explain everything. So Baba, see, you opened your eyes and you saw the old Baba. You saw the white Baba. See, white Baba. Santa Claus always white clothes. Isn't it? Yeah. You also saw the red in the white. Did you note? You see red in the white. So cap is red. So Shiva Baba is coming in the red and see in the top. So he always cover the red cap. They don't know. Shiva Baba is there. So whom did you see? You saw the Father who brings peace. So red is the Father who brings the peace. Peace means white. That is the white dress. Why? Peace. Always why Brahma Kumari wears the white dress? Because it gives the message of peace. White always gives the message of peace. So you go any Brahma Kumari center, you always see white. That is a message of peace. So Baba said, you saw the Father who brings peace. How many gifts did he give you? So now because Santa Claus always so many gifts, no? So many. Now what gifts he gave you? He gave you so many gifts that you will continue to be sustained by those gifts for birth after birth. So how many? 21. That's the reason we saw so many gifts on the back of the Santa.
I don't believe this. This is awesome.
This is everything. Baba said, no, all festivals, all everything starts with me. Baba gives the meaning. What is the meaning? Everything, Christianity, when you go Muslimism, Islamism, Hinduism, all carries everything from it. Because it is all supreme concept, not only one religion, all. You won't have to buy anything. From Baba 21 verse, you won't have to buy anything because abundant. The biggest gift of all that he gave you was the bracelet of love, which is even more valuable than that. So Baba gives and gives the experience of love by his word, by his actions. He gave you the bracelet of God's nature. So Baba said, love is God's nature. With this, you can attain whatever you want, whenever you want, as soon as you have thought and you invoke it. So only one thought and you invoke it. So everything by one thought. There is nothing lacking in the treasure store of knowledge. There is one quote, there is nothing lacking in the treasure store of knowledge. We are getting treasure store from Shiva, from Supreme Lord Father. So nothing lacking. All of you children receive such a gift as soon as you opened your eyes. As soon as we got the knowledge, open eyes, we got the knowledge, third eye, we got everything as an inheritance. All of you have received it, have you not? Was anyone left out? The Baba asking. This is the importance of the great day. So this is the actual meaning of the importance of why we are celebrating Christmas, because of this. The science of the memory of the first Brahmins have continued through the last religion. Christianity was the biggest last religion. First came Islam, then came Buddhism, and then came Christian. So Baba said, this memorial even running at the last religion. Christianity is the last religion. The biggest religion are the four main come: Hindu, Islam, Buddhist, and the Christian. This Christian was the last religion. Baba said the sign of the memorial of the first Brahmins have continued. First Brahmins is Brahma Baba. Isn't it? Through to the last religion, because all of you elevated Brahmin souls are the foundation of the whole. All are foundation of the whole. All Brahmins, but you can say in memorial is only one Brahmin, not all Brahmins. Hero, who is the hero? So Brahma Baba's memorial is passed through the Santa Claus for the old.
This is such, this is so good for me.
Yeah, so Baba is explaining everything. You are the grandfathers and great grandfathers of all souls. See, grandfathers and great, no, ancestor souls. All of them are your branches. All religions is your branches. So we cannot have any disgust, or you can say any kind of hatred, or any kind of disliking for any religion. Because they are all coming out from us only. We can't have that in our idea or in our thought also. All of you very great Brahmins are the foundation of the tree. This is why even today souls of all religions celebrate in one form or another the memorial of you souls and the customs and systems of your country. So all religions are following together. Not only Christianity, not only in all religion, custom and system what we have. Suppose we have a traffic control 5 times. 7 o'clock, 10:30, prayer, 5:30, 7:30.
Islam.
Islam, 5 times namaz.
Yeah.
Why? It goes from here, there. We have 5 times traffic control, Islam has a 5 times namaz. Okay? Translated from here. We have everything settled, everything converted into. So all religion, because this is custom and system, Baba, Supreme Godfather is establishing here. So everybody will take according to their choice. But we, as a Hinduism, we are the vegetarian, we carry maximum in our. Other people don't use it. Suppose Santa Claus, then Nama. The Hindu, we carry majority. You are such worthy of worship souls from time immemorial. In comparison to the Supreme Soul, you are doubly worthy of worship. Why Baba said doubly worthy of worship? 2 ways worship. He is a Saligram, as a deity. Baba is only Shiva, Baba is no deity. So Baba says you are double worthy of worship. You are celebrating the days of pleasure while considering yourself to be the greatest and most elevated of all, are you not? The days of celebration are so few. Bearing in mind the cycle, celebrate just the one great day a great deal. Dance is happiness. Eat Brahma Bhojan and sing songs of happiness. Do you have any other worries? Do you have any Brahma Bhojan? They are home also. They offer to Baba. You are doing that. We are offering to Baba and eating with him. What do carefree emperors do all day long? They celebrate in pleasure, do you not? Do they not? Celebrate with pleasure of the mind. So this is very important. Doesn't mean they will to dance with the mind. Baba said, everything goes through the mind. Don't celebrate the present pleasure of the limited day. Celebrate the unlimited day and the pleasure of remaining free from sorrow in an unlimited way. Do you understand? Why have you come to the Brahmin world? To celebrate in pleasure. The main meaning, everything is a celebration to all Brahmin lives. Acha. Special congratulations to all the double foreign children everywhere for celebrating in pleasure the greatest day of all. Bab Dada especially come to give you the gift of a meeting. There are very few of you now, and yet you have to sit far away. When expansion takes place, everything will be just for the sake of having a glimpse. See, now we are seeing Baba told in those days. And, this is the Murli of 83. At that time, and Pandav Bhavan was not there. What is we have? There were 5,000 capacity there. Only history, big history was there. So hardly 1,000 people can see. Still Baba, some people have to just against Baba, some people fire. Large 1,000 people is hard. So Baba said, expansion, everything will be just sake of, there are very few of you now, and yet you have to sit far. At that time, hardly 1,000 people will be there, but still somebody will sit in front, somebody has to sit in back side, naturally. Yeah. So somebody will say, Baba, you have to sit far away. So Baba said, when expansion takes place, everything will be just the sake of having a glimpse. So still you are lucky, Baba said, that you can see Baba. Very near, 1,000, not more. One day will come, 30,000. Now we are seeing the same thing.
Same thing.
Baba told in 83, same thing. Isn't it?
It's happened now.
It happened now. So that is
The
something.
volume of people.
Yeah. So that is sometimes, when Baba was telling us, every nook and corner you have a central Brahma Kumar. So that is why we were laughing inside. We can't laugh at Baba. Baba is happy. How it is possible? This is a great one. How Baba says every nook and corner of the center. Now that is why we can see everything in reality. Because it is a version of Sri Baba. It is a God's version. It can never be wrong. So same thing what Baba said in 1983. Now we can see what is happening. One big glimpse far away. Baba said, I can see the last person very easily. He is the Supreme Control. But I cannot see him from the far. He can see, but we can't. So there are a big, you can say in between, there is a big, it's a TV there, big screens hanging on the top, on the wall. So you can see just like you're sitting there. So you are part. There are, I think, 4 or 5 screens they put in the wall. It's a big screen, I think maybe about 20 by 20, something, 20 feet. You can see from far away that screen. So you're sitting on the side, you can see directly on the screen. Very good screen. So Baba said glimpse only. At that time, it's now there won't be any chance of having a personal meeting. Now we can see no personal meeting. In those days, personally you have met Baba. You will have just a glimpse. Receiving drashti will be changed into simply having a glimpse. Initially, everybody will go to Baba, they will give drashti. Even I have seen in 2004 or 5, up to 6 or 7, up to 7, all double foreigners, there is a special fund, they will go to this on the stage, Baba will sing this. Everybody, 1 mile, drashti, everybody. Now, since last 4 or 5 years, they have discontinued. Not possible. So, double foreigners. Every turn, you will find 1,200, 1,500. So to meet the Baba to on the stage, it takes a long time. And Baba don't want to continue for more than an hour. So we don't have. So Baba was telling when 83, the day will come. The drashti that you receive at the end will be changed into the path of devotion, and they will use this word darshan, glimpse, so that in the path of devotion, we are going to the temple why for darshan. You are using the same word darshan?
Yeah,
Darshan.
yes.
Darshan is only simply was a glimpse, not even the drashti. Not even the drashti, a glimpse, that's it. What is the spiritual intoxication the double foreigners have? There is a song, The High Walls of the World, this is a Hindi song, very good song. There are the barriers of high walls, big oceans and countries of the world. So you have come having passed the high barriers of the countries, barriers of religion, barriers of knowledge, barriers of beliefs, and barriers of custom and system. So because of double foreigners, they are Christians or Muslims, they are not Hindus, majority of them. Of course, we are there, but very few. Majority they are there. So they have to pass everything. Their custom, their system, their religion, their country, they have to be Brahmins. Everything they have to change. Even people from Bharat meet Baba. Even the people of Bharat have received the inheritance, but they are in the same country. In the same country, in Bharat, it's India. They haven't had to cross such a big barriers. They have simply crossed the barrier of devotion. Devotion will come from devotion's physical thing to this, nothing else. However, the double foreign children have crossed many types of high barrier, and this is why they have double intoxication. So Baba gives a double love to the double foreigners because they have passed so many barriers, so many things they have passed through. It is not easy for double foreigners to accept the principle of with the tough in the beginning because they have eating style, beliefs, their custom, their system, their country, their religion, everything different. You have passed through the many types of curtains of the world. Therefore, double love and remembrance to the children who passed through them. You have made that effort, but the Father's love have made you forget the effort. Baba said, Father's is a deep love, real love, so forget the effort. Achha? So Murli is over. To all the most elevated, worthy of worship souls, to all the greatest of all children who give light and might to everyone. So light and might means just like in the Christmas tree, light and might the whole tree. To those who constantly celebrate in spiritual pleasure in the world of pleasure. So not dancing what people are doing, spiritual pleasure. To those who maintain enthusiasm and celebrate every day as a festival. To those who attain the unlimited gift of God. To the elevated sparkling stars of the Kalpa tree, carved under love, remembrance, and mystery. So we might have also done, I don't know, we have a Garba in last time, we have a dance, no? Ras. We have Ras at Peaceful. Yeah, last time I think we have a Ras. Last time we have a Ras. Sister Mohini was there. And you are playing, who knows, they can play.
I know.
You can learn. People are learning. You know, Ras in our system, in particular in our Gujarat, we have very good Ras when we childhood, we learn the Ras. Because every now 9 days, we are moving around the, you can say that, Navaratri. You know Navaratri?
Yes.
We are celebrating the,
Yeah,
you can say, different Devis, Ambaji and all this, every day different Devis. And we are, you can say, have a Ras around that Devi. So we all Gujarati, we know. Ras we know very well. So Baba said, you must have a Ras of, you can say, sanskaras. Not that Ras. That Ras means we have to match each stick, otherwise it will beat you. You don't know, you will beat somebody. Because both hands, they both hands you have to do. Isn't it? If you don't know, you may beat somebody. So there is no beating in nature. So Baba said, here also, suppose you have don't matching the sanskara, you will beat somebody, bite somebody. So Baba said, have a Ras, that Ras is there. I think it may be every year, I think, every time. I don't know, but last time it was before that it was there. So we hope. You can learn. No, very easy. If you don't know, don't be like only this way. Do that also. We can play without even done it. We can speak, no? We can play without, because no, the rhythm of the leg and hand is very important.
Okay.
Not the, you can say, between the rhythm of the leg and hand is very important.
That we have to
Yeah, so dancing, suppose you are dancing, no? The rhythm is very important. No? Very simple. Very simple. You can learn within, you can say, 1 hour.
Yeah.
Within an hour, you can learn very easy.
Yeah.
1 hour, not more than that. If you do with somebody, you can, sister will teach you, don't worry.
Yeah.
She is also no problem. She can teach you very well.
And they're trying Raki.
Yeah, Raki also.
That's nice.
Raki.
So what is the meaning of that? Like,
Raki?
yeah, like.
So actually Raki is not a you can say bondage between sister and brother initially. When I was very young, you know, one priest will come in the whole world, they will tie Raki. Slowly it converted from brother and sister.
That's what I know, brother and sister, yeah.
But that be initially, just I was a children, I know that God Baba, means priest will come in the village, home to home, and he will tie Raki to everybody. That was the original system. So Raki means Shiva Baba comes, he gives the Raki of purity.
Oh, that sounds.
And with the purity, we can transform to the holiness. So that is the real meaning of Raki. It is a bondage of purity, nothing else. There is no bondage between sister and brother, because brother cannot take care of the sister when she is married naturally.
Yeah.
The husband has to take care. Yeah. So that is not a system. Real system, Baba said, Godfather comes in the body of Brahma. It passes all knowledge to sisters and mothers. So they go to different places and they tie Raki of purity. Not that not that version. It is a Raki of purity. So with the power of purity, we can transform from iron to the gold. That is the meaning of Raki.
So Sister Mohini will be tying.
Yeah, Sister Mohini will be tying. And suppose what is the system? Suppose first she will tie to the yugal. Yugal means war in couple.
Oh, who's in?
Who is the couple? She will tie first artist to them. Because couple, husband and wife.
Right. Oh.
So you will tie first to them and then all who are in not in couple. It is a system. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So they wanted to give more importance because couple require more purity.
Right.
If they are married,
Married, yeah.
so they can more quotient, so they are giving more power to them.
Okay.
So initially they will generally start with the couple, they come both together, we do Tairak, and then all who are not married, or Kumaris and Kumaras, or who are not coming with their husband or wife or spouse, they are later in their life, but time back to them. Good program, very good program. So you can say, so you will feel intoxication on that. You will feel soul consciousness. Powerful. Wonderful. And she is a messenger, so great power.
So she can tell us if Baba
Yeah,
sent
Sister Momini is
send
a
us a
messenger of
message.
Baba. And she will offer a book also as a messenger on that time.
She'd probably bring a message from
Yeah,
Baba.
definitely. Every time. Every time. When there is a Canadian retreat, we always request when we go for the trans message, go for the go and take the message.
And she brings
She
it.
brings the message every time. Good program.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Even you can see how she is going in the trance. So you can glare about when she goes into trance, Jat will be there. So soul goes. So when come back again, some body movement, immediately, suppose glaring at the sister, or seeing the sister, you will feel it. And when soul goes, eyes will be closed. This is sight.
Yeah.
And when comes back again, eyes. Otherwise, we are always doing meditation with open eyes.
Yes.
But when soul goes in the rest, so naturally eyes will be closed. When she gone. When she come back, slowly you can say consciousness will come and she can open the eyes, give some drashti to all, and then start messing what she see and the subtle. Good system. Very good system.
So powerful.
Powerful, very powerful. She is so powerful, even you can meet them, you can talk to her. Very powerful.
Just her presence will probably be enough because she's such a powerful.
No problem, you will get the power.
Yeah.
So why we are meeting to each sister? Sister, money is coming. See, suppose we have Rakhi Bandhan, I remember before 3-4 sister, money is from England, London. So when she came, so powerfully, she simply touch the hand and immediately you will get the transfer powers. You will feel immediately that powerful source. They know those who are the old guy, they know each and everybody. Immediately.
They know what they need.
Immediately they will give the touching, so direct touch. Not new, not to the new, right? But they know who are old Brahmin, they know. You can feel immediately too much power. So they are very powerful. Very senior sisters. You will enjoy it, definitely will enjoy it.
I know it.
Sure.
You know what?
Yeah, you will enjoy just like you are in Madhu. That is sure. I give you guarantee that you will feel that you are in Madhu. That's the reason every day, every year we cannot go in the Madhuban. So people who can't go Madhuban, they will go here. It is a mini Madhuban, you can say. Modern of the Madhuban. Very good place. And Dr. Kala is a director of the whole Peace Village. Mohini may know that Dr. Kala is there, who is a pediatrist, who was a pediatrist in India, and she surrendered. Now she is the director of this thing.
She stays there.
Yes, she stays there. She is taking care of everything. The Sister Mohini is representing in to New York Center to so she can't reach each and every place. She is aged too. Now she is aged because she came on Lama's room all the time. Body was so heavy. So she requires some rest. So Dr. Kala is the in charge of the peace. She is the person who looks after everything. His father is also there, surrender. Dr. Kala's father. So you will come to know slowly. She was a doctor. By profession, she was a doctor, pediatrist. So, child specialist. When she was doing the job or service in India, she was coming to.
That's good.
Very good. She knows Tamil, Kannada, Malayalam, Hindi, English. So many things, very young, very, you can say, impressive person. This is Kumar. You can see different people, very well. So one Ramanatha, somebody, he was so in Rama's time. So many persons. So meeting UK. Do all of you consider yourself to be the long lost and outcome ones? Baba selected you from all over with so much love and put you in the bouquet. By becoming part of the bouquet, all of you have become spiritual roses. Spiritual roses means, see Baba's definition, those who give everlasting fragrance. Do you consider yourself to be this? All of you have the intoxication of the Father loving you, do you not? Each of you would say that no one else is as loving to the Father as you. Everybody feels it. Already it is here. You can say, I've seen thousands, not only. Just as there is no one else as loving as the Father, so too, you children would also say the same, because Father has special love for each one of you according to your specialty. So Baba said, each soul has a specialty, each one. So what specialty you have? So Baba said, when you do, no, so suppose I am saying some Brahmin, and I say, use this. That's what I do. Okay. So Baba said, what do you see? Use a special Brahmin. Suppose you can't see any special, Baba said this thing. Baba said, answer, if you can't see any speciality, if you God who recognize Godfather, if you one from multi-millions of people, he is a Brahmin, please recognize the Baba. That's the reason he is a Brahmin. Maybe so many defects. Baba said, no qualities at all. That's right. But he knows Baba. Always his speciality that he recognizes Baba. He may have hundred thousands of, you can say, degrees. But he is the person who has recognized Baba. That's the reason he is a Brahmin. So you always see the speciality of Brahmin, but at least he recognizes Baba. You don't know how many people are there. Koto mein koi mein bhi koi. So Baba say out of multi-millions, one. Out of many, out of that also only one. Who can recognize Baba? Otherwise, they come. They say, I don't know, I am not. So we can see that speciality. At least he or she has recognized the Baba, though he has, you can say, tons of weaknesses. He has the speciality, definitely. So always that speciality, each and every Brahman we can see. We never see this. Although you are number wise, all of you are specially loved. Only the Father and you know the value of you children. No one else can know it. Only Father and you know what it is. You can just speciality you. All others consider you to be an ordinary. However, you, whom the Father has made belong to him, are selected few out of millions and a handful out of that selected. This is a speciality of each Brahmin. Each and every Brahmin is a speciality. Koto mein koi mein out of multi-millions, and out of that also very few. As soon as you belong to the Father, you received all attainments. The Father gave all of you the keys to all treasures. He didn't keep them for himself. He has so many keys that he gave them to all of you. So that was not only one guy, so many keys I can give all and give to all of you. The master key is such that you can use it for any treasure and attain treasure. You don't have to make any effort. London is, in any case, the place where there is a monarchy. You are not those who are going to become subjects. So monarchy means you are kings. So Baba says, you are kings. All of you are those who will move forward in service. Where there is attainment, you cannot stay without doing service. To be less service means you have less attainment. Those who are embodiment of attainment cannot stay without doing service. Look, all of you left this country and went abroad. Yet the Father find you abroad and made you belong to him. You are so far, so many different places. Baba, and from corner and corner is that. No matter how far you ran, or how far away you ran, the Father still caught you. Isn't it? Everybody's experience. No? We are running from India to here, our father is catching us. Oh, come, my children, where you are. What do? You are running from India, your poor father running from India to Guyana to here. Still Baba says, oh, my dear child, my dear child.
Long lost and now.
Acha. Meeting a group from Australia. So first was UK, now Australia. All of you are Mahavirs, are you not? A Mahavir group, the definition of Mahavir. Those who bid farewell to Maya for all time. Have you celebrated such a ceremony? So Baba is meeting particular group, it doesn't mean it applies to them, it applies to all us also. Okay, Baba is passing the message to each and every soul of Brahmin families, or each and every soul of the world. Baba never separated, Baba always see the all souls of the world they see. So Bab Dada always says that Australia is the place of brave, courageous ones. So the residents of Australia are those who bid farewell to Maya for all time, because the Father is with you and Maya cannot come to you while you are in Father's company. So Baba said, where there is jahan baap hai, wahan paap nahi. Where there is a father, sin cannot be there. So Baba said, Father is there, Maya cannot be there. If I am forgetting Father, then and then Maya.
Yeah, that's why we have to remember it.
In the company of Baba. The Father is always with you, and so you have bidden farewell to Maya. Those who bade farewell are constant jewels of contentment. You are content with yourselves, you are content with service, and you are content with your connections. So, self, service, and connection, three aspects. You are content with everything. Such jewels of contentment are constantly seated on the hard throne of Baba. Those who are seated on the throne are always happy and intoxicated. The kings, always intoxication. That I am the ruling the things in so many areas. Baba says, you are sitting on the throne. Throne means hard throne of Baba, always happy and intoxicated. Bab Dada is looking at the jewels of contentment, the Mahavir group, which is also a group of conquerors of Maya. So all of us, Baba is looking, not only all of you are visibly experienced souls. You are also servers. Just as London has a special part in speciality of service, Australia too has a special part. Bapdada gave the residents of Australia the certificate of those who are ever ready, who are always ever ready for service, and who are going to expand service. Baba wants that a service should be expanded. Even today, Baba wants. Baba says only one father, Godfather wants this thing, otherwise nobody wants more children. Godfather wants more and more children. Why? So we should do the service. Because all souls are Baba's children. At the time of farewell, all of you are still awake. So it was a late night. There is always a jagran, means staying awake through the night of special deities, taking place for all of you somewhere or other. So everybody is in jagran, means not sleeping during Christmas time, isn't it? Everybody awake for the long. They have dancing, drink, and so on. Baba's jagran for everybody. Since your devotees stay awake for you, what is the big deal if you stay awake now?
Yeah.
So for you, nothing a big deal. Your devotees are always praying for the long time. Everything begins at the conclusion. See, everything begins at the conclusion for all religions. Whatever you do in knowledge, those people do in devotion. The foundation of devotion is also laid at the confluence age. Those are feelings and this is not. Baba said devotion is a feeling, this is not. This is different between two. That is a physical thing, here it is. Everything we are doing same thing, no difference. Only we are changing the system. All of you are going on service. It isn't that you are going back home. To go means to bring back the proof of service. Don't come back empty handed. At least a bouquet is given as a present. So bring bouquet or a buttonhole, small or big. Well, buttonhole is okay. Sometimes people are the small one. The question of how many you have prepared in a year also has to be added to the form. So Baba at that time was adding how many people you came, with how many people you saw. Take with you in Madhura. And Baba has Don't give a certificate a second time to those who have come empty-handed. Baba give a certificate, don't give a certificate. Who are not coming with even a single soul, who are not giving service with a single soul. In 1 year, at least prepare one person and bring him back with you. So at least we should, if suppose each and every Brahmin is giving a knowledge or you can say service to one Brahmin, suppose 20 million, so double within a year. So Baba say every year you should have a target is one, I should awake one Brahmin from the whole so many souls. Acha. Avyakt elevated versions make the atmosphere powerful through your attitude. I think this is the second movie, they are not given the date. The fastest service of all is to spread vibrations through your attitude. So what is the fastest service? Vibration through attitude. Your attitude is even faster than the fastest rocket. So attitude, how attitude comes? Thought, feelings, emotion and attitude. Isn't it? From attitude comes to the vibrations. Whatever attitude is there, I am spreading the vibration inside the whole nature. An atmosphere can be transformed through your attitude. You can reach wherever you want and as many as souls you want with your attitude while sitting here. So you are sitting at your home, you can reach even Guyana, even Madhuban, even India, whatever you want with the attitude. With your attitude, you can transform your vision and the world. Simply let there be good wishes and pure feelings and attitude for everyone. This is very important. I have always good wishes and pure feeling for each and every soul of the world. For one benefit, let your attitude, vision and stage always be unlimited. Attitude, vision and stage. In Hindi, say attitude means vritti, drashti and sthiti. Baba is not given one word again. Before attitude, it comes smruti. Smruti means thoughts. So smruti, vritti, drashti and sthiti. 4 words. Very good. Same level. In your attitude, let there not be the slightest negative or wasteful feelings for anyone. He may be my even enemy. Okay? But no negative, no wasteful feelings. Very important. The thoughts immediately feelings come. And feelings always flows. Always. Thought is the greatest energy and energy flows always. And where the energy goes, things grow. Isn't it? If I have negative feeling or waste feeling, automatically he feels, he or she feels. And he feels means returning it back. He or she don't know whether I am sending or saying, but in the nature is sending me back. So Baba says, no negative, no waste. It is different matter to make a negative situation positive, but those who have negative attitude themselves are not able to change the negative of others into positive. If I have negativity, I cannot influence anybody in the world. I have to remove first my negativity to influence somebody else. At the beginning of the establishment, there were not short of facilities, but they were all in furnace of the unlimited attitude of disinterest. So Baba said beginning means 36 to 50. The 14 years of tapasya that they did was in an atmosphere of an attitude of unlimited disinterest. There is too much, that actually to be love for Baba, we must have unlimited disinterest. If I have not unlimited disinterest, I am in the attachment of something. Maybe my body, maybe bodily relations, connections, bodily objects or bodily facilities. Anything. So Baba said, unlimited disinterest is the prime thing for everything. Baba Dada now given many facilities. There is no shortage of facilities, but you have to have an attitude of disinterest while having everything. So this is very primary thing Baba is telling now. Without the atmosphere of an attitude of disinterest, souls cannot be happy, peaceful, or free from distress. This is the base of everything, Baba says. So use all the necessary facilities, but as much as possible, use them with an attitude of disinterest from your heart, not while being influenced by the facilities. Baba says, use facilities. Baba says, I have no problem with anything for using anything. But Baba says, you must have a disinterest from inside. If I have not disinterest, like an attachment. Attachment means I am not past. So last stage, you can say Nashto Moha, so free from any attachment. That is Baba said, base of attachment is attitude of disinterest. Now create an atmosphere of spiritual endeavor in all directions. According to the closeness of time, true tapasya and spiritual endeavor is now unlimited disinterest. So Baba said it is a demand of the time. Demand of the continuum says you must have a unlimited disinterest. In the world at present, on the one hand, there is a fire of corruption, and on the other hand, there is a need for powerful yoga for you children. That is, the need for fire of love in the volcanic form. Volcanic yoga, we say, Baba says, love for Baba in a volcanic form. The volcanic fire will finish the fire of corruption and give cooperation to all. So all world is suffering from the fire of corruption. Because you give the power of yoga, power of love to everybody to relieve from everything. Let the fire of your deep love be volcanic. That is, let it be powerful yoga. Volcanic is powerful yoga. Let there be benevolent feelings in your attitude for all. And then this fire of love will finish that fire of corruption, what is happening in the world, that will finish only when I have a deep, you can say, disinterest, deep love and divine love for Baba and for everybody. On the other side, it will give souls God's message and the experience of the form of coolness. So Baba says, if I have that thing, it will give God's message and form of coolness. For this, underline even more the purity in your vision and attitude. So base again Baba giving purity. However, the main foundation for this is to become embodiment of knowledge and power and to make your thoughts pure. So purity is the base thing. No negativity, no way, that's called purity. Nothing else. Then with your vibrations, attitude and pure feelings, the Maya of others will easily go away. So three things: vibrations, attitude, and pure feelings. Not only others, even Maya of me and others will go away. If you get caught up in why and what, then neither will your Maya go, nor will the Maya of others will go. So no question of others. Not why, what, when, where, Now, you children have to carry out two types of tasks. What kind of task? One is to make souls worthy, means capable and yogi. And secondly, you have to prepare the field. So both you have to prepare souls as well as the field. So that's the reason there is one system. So when we have some program in particular temple or particular place, we must give the power by sitting in yoga to that place. So if anybody is coming on that place, they get the message. They accept the message. So we have to prepare the place. That particular, you can say, environment. Baba said, if somebody, you can say, running away, what we are doing? We are capturing the guy around the, by people around him. So same thing, Baba said, when you have any specific program, prepare that place by giving a mansa seva, mind service. With the mind in the morning, you can immerse that place in your meditation and give that place as a power. So that anybody comes in that area, that influenced by Baba, that influenced by the knowledge. So Baba gives that technique here. So you especially need to transform our attitude as far, for this along with word, you especially need to transform our attitude at a fast speed, because atmosphere will be created through your attitude, and the atmosphere will then influence matter, for only then will it be there. So we are influencing through attitude that atmosphere around that place, and that will, you can say, change each and every soul who are coming in that area.
We can do that in our home.
Yeah, in meditation we can do only in the morning. Even though sometimes, so you might have heard some seniors classes, they say, suppose you are flying from here to India, you should give the power to your route too. So no obstacles will come during your going from here to there. It is a good system, good technique. Same way, suppose we have a service at a particular place, we should give in meditation the vibration to that place. Be engaged in serving with your words and your attitude simultaneously. Experience lightness in your words, deeds, and attitude. Let it not be that you say that you are light, but that others don't understand you or recognize you. So both words and mind service at a time. Not only one by one. Simple this way, forget that. Baba say both service at a time. If you do not recognize you, then with your own willpower, you can give a recognition to them. Become liked by everyone at least 95%. Baba says somebody may not be satisfied, not 100%, but at least 95% should be satisfied with you, whatever you are doing. Let your actions and attitude transform them. For this, you simply need to imbibe the power of tolerance. So for that, I must have power of tolerance. If you have elevated wishes and elevated feelings in your attitude, then with the second thought and drishti means mind, you can say, eye contact. And with a smile from your heart, you can give anyone a lot in a second. Give a gift to anyone who comes, let them not go empty-handed. So Baba says, give a gift to everybody with the help of, you can say, soul consciousness. I am a soul, he is a soul. Nothing you can't do, you don't have to speak even. Baba says, give the peace, purity, power, take from Baba and give them. That is a great service. See, listen to and think about every person and every situation with a positive attitude, and there will never be any force or anger. Because force will not work, anger will not work. Baba say only peace can work. So Baba say, listen and think about every person and every situation with positive attitude. No, never think that he is so and so, he is always like that, he may be BK or non-BK. Don't think like that. Always positive, positive and positive. You are the master oceans of love, and so there cannot be any other intentions, even slightly, in your eyes, features, attitude, and trust. Baba clarifies each and everything in detail. Not in my eyes, not in my features, not in my attitude, not in my drishti. So I should be very, very clear starting from the thoughts. Then and then it is possible, everything will come in the series wise. Positive. So no matter what happens, even if the whole world gets angry with you, see how Baba says, even the whole world gets angry with you, you master oceans of love, do not be concerned about the world. They may have negative things, they may waste things for you, Baba. So don't worry about that. What you have, that is very important. If I have a good thing, I can give the good thing. If I have not, how can I give? You might have heard the story of the Buddha. No? Lord Buddha was going, somebody was abusing. So he didn't speak anything. So that person again gone, he again started saying, he didn't speak anything. Third time that guy goes, he didn't speak. Then he was telling to him, why you are not becoming angry? He want to go, okay, suppose I am giving something to you, you cannot take it, what will happen? Where the things will go? What kind of nonsense question? It will remain with you only. So if you are abusing me, I am not taking, but it is you only. Naturally. And immediately he falls down to you, you are a great man, he become a follower. Same thing. If I am not good thing here, how can I improve it? So I must have a positive attitude, positive. Become carefree emperor, and a powerful atmosphere will then be created through you, through your elevated attitude. So don't worry, carefree emperor. You are a Baba child. What are you doing? Nowadays, with the facilities of science, they are able to transform rough material into something very beautiful. Okay? Waste to best. Science, waste to best. So let your elevated attitude transform the negative, that is the wasteful, into positive. Let your mind and intellect become such that nothing negative can touch them and transformation happens in a second. This is not ours. In a second. Acha. So blessings. May you be the one benefactor who does everything accurately by setting your daily timetable and being in company of the Father. So Baba has put two conditions: daily timetable and company of the Father. Two is the requirement of the thing, and then I will be the one explanation. Important people in the world have a set daily timetable. In all prime ministers, presidents of the country, they have it. This awakening, this time, this meeting, everything, all is fixed. Any task is accurate when the timetable is set. So Baba says you must have timetable. You know what timetable? 4 to 4:45 yoga, and this, and we have fixed timetable. Daily. Brahmins have all timetable. By setting everything, your time and energy are saved, and one person can carry out 10 tasks. So what is the importance of the timetable? You can say one person can carry 10 tasks. That is called a multitasking. That was not there in the Baba said, starting from here. Your timetable is the morning. So in order to achieve success in every task, you one benefactor, responsible souls, have to set your timetable and always remain combined with the Father. So every day I have to set my timetable early in the morning, and I should remain in the company of Father. The Father with 1,000 arms is with you, and so instead of one task, you can accurately carry out 1,000 tasks. So easy, Baba is not so easy. Not only 10 tasks, Baba said 1,000 tasks you can do with the company of Baba. The condition is, I must have a company of Baba. If he is not there, God. We deep inside, then we never come out. We lost. Why? We forget the company. So what we can do, it is a task of Baba, not my boss task. Office is Baba, not of my boss. My boss is Baba itself. If I have that consciousness slowly and gradually, I can convert my thoughts accordingly. So Baba said, we have to create it, you can say, requirement as per the requirement of ourselves, or requirement of the time. So we have to find out the tricks, or you can say method, in which I can remember more and more. Nobody can give everything to me that, okay, do like this, do all. Suppose somebody is advising me, it may not be suitable. So I should find out the techniques, or you can say methods, through which I can remember Baba, or I can remain in the company of Baba. That is it. Slogan: to have pure thoughts for all souls is to gain image that grants blessings. Thought is the crux of the whole thing. To have the pure thoughts for all souls is to gain image that grants blessings. So if I wanted to give blessing to any soul, I must have pure thoughts. That everything I'm taking from Baba, giving to him without speaking a single word. Only thoughts. Everything you can say ooze out or emerge out from my single thought will influence. If I am thinking wrong, the person will be thinking wrong for me. If I am thinking positive, the person will think for more. Because nature is transforming my thoughts and their thoughts together. Adding something. I am passing positive, add some positive and give to them. They are passing positive, add some positive and give to them. We don't know, because we don't have that power that we can do something more. So always Baba say positive, and practice.
Yes.
Practice, and practice. Okay. Om Shanti.
Shanti.
Any question, anything?